Post installation of the app, you will be redirected to the form page. So removing the Shopify default form page, this is the custom form page that would be shown, showing the fields like first name, last name, email address, password, phone number, customer group, and a create button. There will be a subscribe to email option. This is how it would look. If you want to make any changes to the form, you can make the changes and then you can click on save. Post the app installation. Going back to the app, there are multiple options provided under the app. First is the form setup. Under form setup, there are multiple form details like first name, last name, email address, all the form fields that you have on the current form. Further, there is a form preview to show you a preview of how it would look on the front end. There is also an option to edit the form title. You can edit all the form fields except the customer group. Customer group is a default field that would come up with the app. Moving further, there is an option to add a new field if you want. Clicking on add field, there are two options. You can add a default field, or you can add a custom field. Click on custom field. You can choose the field type. Which type of field do you want to add? Would it be numeric, email, drop down, radio button, checkboxes, or others? Let me click on drop down. There is a field label that you want to keep. What field name you want to keep? The field would be required or not? What would be the layout of the field? Would it be half or full length layout? What is the required field message that you want to have? As it's a drop down menu, what are the options that you want to keep, and adding all the options that you wish to keep. Clicking on save and next, the specific field will be created and would be added to the form. Once the field has been added, that field will be shown under the form, under form details, and then you can reorganize the form details by dragging or dropping the form fields. And once you have made the changes, you have to click on save in order to save those changes. Clicking on save would enable all of those changes on the front end. Moving to the second part, which is the customer list. Under customer list, you will have a dashboard. Dashboard have multiple options or multiple options showing all the customers, showing just the list of pending customers, showing a curated list for rejected customers, having a sheet for approved customers, and more. There are the fields that have been provided under this dashboard is the name, email ID of the customer, status of the customer registration, submission date at the date at which the customer has submitted the registration, the actions that is applicable. So for all the pending customers, there are two actions applicable. One is the approve action and the reject action. Under clicking on approve, that customer will directly be approved, or either you can reject that customer. For the customers who have already been approved, you can reject them or you can keep them on pending status, and more. These actions are also being provided under the curated list, individual list as well. This was all about the customer list. Moving further to the general settings. Under general settings, there are multiple options provided to modify the tags, which is the customer groups. So firstly, you have an option to modify the pending message, the message that will be shown to customers when they are on pending status. You have an option to enable automatic approval. If there is any specific groups that you don't want to stress about to approve that specific customer coming from that group, you can add in those tags here, and automatically the customer who would have selected that customer group would automatically be registered to the app. They won't be required to seek approval Further, there is a tag management where you can modify all the tagged field names. You can delete them or you can add them as per your requirement. Coming to the next thing, which is email setting. Under email setting, there are 3 email templates provided from the app site, which is account approval email, account rejection email, and pending approval email. These emails are being set to automatically be triggered once the customer would be at that status. So if a customer is being approved, the account approval email would be triggered to them. You can modify the subject line of the email and the body of the email for all the 3 templates. Coming to the next thing, which is account. Under account, you would be shown all the account details. This will show the plan, at which plan you are, the interval of the plan that you have opted for, the price that is being paid for the plan, usage limit. So with basic plan, we offer 100 customer approvals, 100 customers to be validated. The current usage will be showing the usage, how many customers have been approved, rejected by the application. Further, the pending usage would be shown here. The next billing date would be shown. Then you would have an option to cancel the plan or change the plan as per the requirement. Then the account information will be shown, showing the business name, email address, phone number, and the business address. So this was all about the app. Moving forward to the showing the entire flow of customer registration. So moving to the store, you're under create account. Clicking on create account, I will be redirected to the custom form. Clicking on this, entering my information, entering the password, phone number as it's not essential, adding a customer group, and creating it. So as I'm registered with the ID called Stella, stellarwiththesolution.com, here the status is pending because I registered with customer group 1, which was not approved to be automatically moved under approval section. Thus, it will be required actions like approve or reject. So if I click on approve, that specific customer would be approved and a mail would be triggered onto the email showing that the customer has been approved, that you have been approved, and I can log into the store now. So this is the entire process of customer approval, customer registration and approval. Thank you.